finalists, owners of Tap and Ash Social Club, located in Las Vegas, Nevada. They have curated 6,000 square feet of spacious elegance with top shelf spirits, premium cigars, and a grown and sexy atmosphere. We're talking about an highly curated humidor with certified cigar sommeliers and a unique self-serve tap system at your fingertips.
Go to my page.
They also have a Bad Ash mobile cigar lounge. So grab your cigars and something good to sip on, because this is going to be one awesome Ash broadcast.
Man, that's just badass all the way around. Hey, I am Dr. Sayso. I'm your host for the evening. Welcome to the Smoking Jacket broadcast. We have a special, exciting show for you today. We have Tap and Ash, and we have our owners. We have Mel and Michelle, and we'd like to welcome them to our show. We let our co-host give a quick introduction, and we're gonna get right into our today's show. Cheryl of the world, what's going on?
With our taking a break for a little second. I was in the cigar streets for the last 2 weeks. Went down to Palm Beach, to Singer Island, to the newly owned The Vault. Very, very nice place, and they're looking forward to coming on and chopping it up with us in the near future. They're brand new. They're 6 weeks old this week. And then, of course, celebrate our friend to the show, Sandra Price, and her birthday at the Smoke Inn.
Happy
And
birthday,
last
Sandra.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Sandra.
birthday,
it
Sandra.
was her birthday.
Supervisor.
Last week, I celebrated the Chain Cigar Lounge, 6 years in the business.
All right. Sounds
So
good.
he was
Congratulations, Jamie.
full to capacity.
You got that Beyonce going on you.
There you go. Hi, Michelle. What's going on?
Oh, not much for me. Just a little bit of helping people out. I helped out the ladies of the Herf Cigar Lounge here in Tampa this past weekend. I volunteered my services. It was hot as heck. I don't ever want to do that again. I wasn't ready. I was not ready for the heat. But it's cool. Just looking forward to Chicago Cigar Week next. And then I'm going to take it easy after that.
Ooh,
Yes.
wait. Wow. Girl, she's back in her office. Benita T. What's going on?
I'm on the slave ship. Hey, good evening, everybody. A slow motion for me. Last weekend, we did a really great charity event for what is it? Trafficking, human trafficking for
Right.
girls. My sister of the Leaf group, Luxurious Sisters of the Leaf. We had a really great turnout at Estier in Douglasville, Georgia. We had a great time. So I'm just looking forward right now to relaxing a little bit, waiting for the house party for 4th of July, and then on off to Chicago Cigar Week. See what we have in
Boy.
store.
I've been trying to wait to get to that last, but y'all just keep bringing it up. Oh my God, man, we are way. Chester, Mr. Power to the people. What's happening?
That's all I got to say.
Just got
All I got to say.
That's all you got to say.
Just wait for her to call me. That's it. Once she called me, I'm not being on broadcast no more. Nothing. House hustle.
oh man, yeah, and he's serious too. He waiting for look, if he called me deuces, we ain't gonna see him no more.
Yeah.
Hey man, Stony, man, we about a month away, man.
Oh,
man.
right?
What's
Yeah,
up?
well, yeah. As far as the kickoff, yeah, we what's
Yeah.
today, 23rd? So yeah,
Yeah.
we 27 days away. Yeah, so it's coming up on quickly. So just trying to make last minute arrangements here. Just got back in town, had a great time, had a great Father's Day. My daughter came up with her husband, and Sunday they surprised me, so that was good. Man, but pretty much just getting everything ready for Cigar Week and on the grind now. That's all.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Santa
right.
said they're ready, Stoney. That's the message I'm carrying back.
Well, we
They're
waiting for them.
excited.
We waiting for them to be ready.
No, I mean, let me tell you, at this point, I think everybody's ready because the second host hotel was added. I mean, it don't get no better than that. I
Yeah.
mean, we always say, I'm not trying to let it, get so big and not man, you can't. That's you're gonna have to
Right.
just take every year's growth and just expand that thing for what it is, man. One of the
Yeah.
greatest cigar events that I've ever graced my
Appreciate that,
presence
brother. I
that I've
appreciate that.
seen in action, man. So I'm excited. I'm excited for what's to come. So, man, shout out to you. But look, that's not why we're here today. We are here because, man, we are excited to have Tap and Ash.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
we
about
are
time.
looking
Welcome,
forward
welcome.
to just tapping into the mastermind of this monstrosity of a lounge, 6,000 square feet. And I mean, the utilization of every inch of that square feet is for a customer's luxury, a customer's comfort, and a customer's relaxation. And I can tell you this: I will be out in Las Vegas soon to do the test. Okay, and without further ado, I just want to introduce to some and present to others the owners of Tap and Ash, Melvin and Michelle. We are so excited to have you on. I don't know
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you
I'm
for
gonna
having us.
first this.
Welcome, welcome.
Michelle,
Yes, sir.
what was the vision that just birthed this monstrosity of a lounge?
This started out as Melvin's dream, and he had one request when we were designing, and that was he wanted it to feel like people were smoking in their own living room. I said, okay, we can do that, but I want to make sure when women come here, they feel just as comfortable as the men do coming in the door. Because as the ladies know, a lot of times you walk into a cigar lounge and you hear the record scratch, and everybody is stop and they look at you. Why are you there
That's
in their
correct.
space? Here, this has become a safe space for everybody, and it's basically turned into a big old house for everybody. It's like you're going to your auntie's house and your cousins are always there.
How about that? How about that? Melvin, I mean, so this was basically your dream, huh?
Yeah, it's a passion project for sure.
Gotcha.
I have to take it all the way back to the mobile lounge. If some of you have had the opportunity to come and visit the mobile lounge, that was started in
18.
2018 as a passion project as well. I was getting ready to retire, and my friends and I were all smoking at each other's house, and the wives started to complain about us getting together and smoking all the time. And I came up with this idea. I said, you know what? If I build a mobile lounge, I think everybody will be happy, because then that way I could pull the mobile lounge up in front of the house. Us fellas can watch the game,
Right.
listen to music, do all of the above. And then you know what? There's no cleanup, no mess. I'll just pull off, and then everybody will be happy.
No cleanup, no mess, right?
So
Right.
I did that. I did
You
that
hear
with the
that
mobile
laugh?
lounge. Go ahead. I did that with the mobile lounge. I converted a 32-foot trailer bumper pull into a mobile lounge. 20 feet of that space was lounge, 10 feet of that space was retail. And once it was completed, honestly, it was just for me and the fellas until the word had gotten out. Um,
Mm.
and a few folks was like, "Tell me all about the mobile lounge," and I was like, "Well, this and that." And then I ended up partnering with Range Rover, Harley, Porsche, NASCAR, all of the beer fests, all of the concerts, things like that. And then the word started getting out, and we also partnered with another lounge down here in the Arts District that she gave us a Saturday to do an event, and that Saturday turned into 5 people to over 400 people on the weekends.
Mm.
Wow.
And you know what, we were just amazed at that, because people were trying to call and have reservations, and we're like, we're a mobile lounge, we're outside.
We're outside in an alley.
Yeah, we're outside in the alley just having
Why do you
fun.
need
What you need
reservations?
reservations for? Just bring a seat.
Wow.
And it was during, you have to remember, this was during COVID.
Mhm.
So the people were looking for something to do. And the fact that we had the ability to put something together outside made a huge difference. And that's when for me, I found out how many female cigar smokers were out there, because the ladies were coming out, couples were coming out, men were coming out. And it was just an amazing, amazing group of people. And then we thought, you know what? If we ever got the opportunity, wouldn't it be fun to do a little lounge somewhere?
A little
Yeah,
lounge.
a
What
little
was the
lounge.
A
challenge?
little lounge.
Y'all real funny.
Square foot.
Hey, I'm telling you,
But
That
she's right though, because
I
we're like,
am.
really, how much, this is for fun. How much do we really want to be engaged? Although, if anybody knows anybody with a mobile cigar lounge, it's a lot of work,
yeah.
especially when you bring out all of the fixings. There were mobile lounges before me, and there's plenty after me, and I learned from them, and I hope some folks have learned from me. And I see some of the things that people are doing, and it's really, really all about the experience. You got to bring out the fixings. You got to bring out it's a lounge on wheels. And then when you bring out the pop-up tent, you got to bring the chairs. You got to
Mm.
bring the fixings, the ashtrays, the
Mhm.
tables, everything that goes along with that. So for the most part, you're the first person in and you're the last person to leave. And so it's a full-blown production.
I have to
Yeah.
tell you a quick story though. When this
Uh,
man wanted to do this mobile lounge, he gets online and he's looking for a trailer. And we drive all the way to Arizona. We go pick up this trailer, spent $13,000 on a trailer. He's like, okay, I'm going to convert it. And, I'm thinking I'm going to do this for my guys, but I'm going to have I think we'll do a mobile lounge too. And we go through all this stuff. We're driving home and I say, okay, babe, so what's going on with your business license? What do we have to do next? He said, what business license? I said, excuse me?
As I said, it wasn't for business. It was for me and my fellas.
there you go.
Put your ass
There
to
you
work.
go.
Hilarious.
I definitely put the
But then that
chariot
put
before
me
the
to work.
horse.
Look, speaking of mobile lounges, we're gonna go to our own mobile lounge right now. She's in her office right now, and she's getting that doggone lounge down the road. Vanita
I
T,
think
come
we
on,
had two
girl.
different ideas about what was about to happen.
Come on.
It's
Like,
not
Vanita's in
easy.
that 18 wheeler, and let me tell you, she getting that joker down the road.
out
It's
like
not easy at all. So I know a lot of hard work and determination went into uh, building a mobile lounge back during the pandemic as well. But it was a good time to start a mobile lounge where everyone was outside or wanting to be outside.
Mm.
Um, and then deciding to go to a brick and mortar, that's not easy as well. But if you have the support and you had the support and people wanting to sit with you and smoke with you, women and men and couples, it says a lot about your characters as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, we developing that following made a big difference for us.
Hmm. And you guys have an online presence, I'm sure.
Mm.
At that time, it wasn't very much.
Yeah, because
It
we
was really word of mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and Melvin is serious. We would go out there, and it was just our friends showing up. There'd be 10 of us, and we'd have we'd set up. Then
Mm-hmm.
it was 20. Then it was
Mm-hmm.
50. Then it was a few hundred, and it just kind of took on a life of its own. Like in the old days, you didn't have to have online. People just talk to each other.
Exactly.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly. Now,
Well,
are you guys from Arizona? Are you originally from
Melvin's
Arizona?
born and raised Vegas. I'm
Oh,
a
Vegas.
Cali
Okay.
girl.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
All right. Very good. Power to the people. What's happening?
You're muted, Chester.
Come off mute, Chester.
My bad, my bad.
There you
So
go.
I know he said, or Michelle said that this was his dream. So Melvin, what was your motivation for wanting to start? What was your deep motivation for wanting to start a lounge or a mobile lounge that eventually turned into a brick and mortar?
Mm.
good question. Um, I dibble and dabble. I was a concrete contractor for 20 years of my 32-year career as a government employee.
Okay.
So I was always outside working with my concrete business, and I had my day job. So doing two of those for 20 years, and then of course my career was 32 years in government. When I retired, I was kind of like, I thought I was going to really put both feet into construction, and I was going to buy new backhoes and bobcats and dump trucks, and I was just going to go full blown. And something hit me like a ton of rocks. I was kind of like, I'm tired of working outside in the heat, um, and I didn't want to do it anymore. But at that time, I was probably a little green behind the ears with smoking cigars, but I've always enjoyed the aroma. But my friends and I were getting together doing it. We were smoking, we were hanging out and enjoying each other's company. And I thought to myself, this next venture in my life has to be something that I enjoy.
Mm.
Has to be something that I get all of the things out of it as much as I put into work. So that kind of spawned the moment of me saying, well, guess what? This is what I enjoy doing. And then I just started researching and trying to figure out how can I break into the industry at a not so much of a cost. And then I ended up finding out that it is and was a such thing. But as she said, I had navigated the road of what it took to start a mobile lounge, and then that's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother story. Because as some of us may know, and it's those that don't, getting a tobacco license in a mobile lounge was just unheard of.
Mm.
We're
Um,
still the only ones
so
here in
we had to
Vegas.
jump through a lot of hoops. We had to explain, show, go to council meetings, do a lot of the homework, groundwork that I think have paved the way for the new lounge owners to come along and understand that it's tough to start a mobile lounge. It's not like a food truck just out on the corner. You have to have the tobacco ATF, and for those different, they have to know where you are. They want to know where you are. So having to check all those boxes and ensure them that we were doing the things the right way, that was a hurdle.
And
Still
I'll
is a hurdle.
and I'll tell you this, Melvin and I, prior to us doing this, we used to entertain at our house all the time. We love entertaining. So this went right in line with what we were doing for our friends,
Mm.
just on a larger scale.
I can tell from y'all energy, man. I can, even though
Uh,
I'm sure y'all sitting in two separate parts of the house.
Yeah,
mm.
And this is my first time meeting you, but I can sense that energy already.
Yeah,
I can sense that energy, and that's good. That's good. That's why you guys are successful.
so
absolutely.
taking the mobile lounge and doing any and everything that we could as far as partnering with restaurants and the events that I'm in the wedding capital of the world.
Mm.
People get married every 30 minutes. I've done a lot of celebrity weddings. So we were out there having a ton of fun doing weddings, doing like I said, NASCAR, um, all types of events people were calling on. And then I discovered that I wasn't going to, how do we say it? Where people pay us to be at events. I wasn't going to pay to be at an event.
Mm.
We were the complement to the event.
Yeah.
We brought the party, we brought the environment, we brought the vibe. So I was able to convince a lot of these events that I was doing that, man, I mean, I'm not going to pay, because you have to remember, at the end of the
What?
day, we're selling cigars $15 at a time. So paying a $2,000 uh, uh,
The
Setup fee.
setup fee and stuff like that was just not. But I promise you, if you allow us to do this event, we will make your event. So that was our kind of doorway into the industry. And then all of a sudden, we found out that this was just, it aligned with, as she said, what we love to do, entertain. And then we thought at that moment, when we were in those alleys, we were like, it's probably about time we need to start a cigar lounge.
Creating experiences is what kind of led us to where we are now.
that's what
Wow.
That's awesome.
Let me do this. Stoney, what do you have for us today?
Well, of course, you can see the camaraderie and their vibe and their connection there, which is evident. I got a chance to meet them actually a while back, but also was down at their lounge in October, and just
Yeah.
getting a chance to see that. When I say it's one of the most beautiful lounges I've ever been in, it's
Oh,
amazing.
thank you.
And the overall concept and the hospitality and everything they have that goes along with it, it just it's off the charts.
Did
So
you
I
get to
guess
see the new side when you were here?
you all were getting ready to open that up, so I did get a chance to go in and sit in and relax a little bit on that side. It wasn't completely ready, but I got to get a chance to get a good sneak peek of it. So it was really dope. I love that two-sided fireplace. That was really special. Really nice.
man, I'm
Really
coming
nice.
back for that.
Thank
Hey,
you.
man,
Man.
look, if I may, let me just go to our promo video. I wanted to edit it and clip it a little so I didn't have to add all this extra, but then we can talk about some of the things that we just saw and well, that we just heard. And so let me just go to this real quick.
They have curated 6,000 square feet of spacious elegance with top shelf spirits, premium cigars, and a grown and sexy atmosphere. We're talking about a highly curated humidor with certified cigar sommeliers and a unique self-serve tap system at your fingertips.
Oh man, that's awesome.
That's to Stoney's credit, to everything that he saw and to everything that I know I want to see in a lounge.
And
Hey, man.
that's only half of it.
You know what? You know what? This sip is for you. I'm literally speechless. Cheryl, what you got?
Of the world.
Other
So coming from a mobile lounge background, in the background, talk to everybody about some of it's especially opening during COVID. And I know you mentioned previously it took some time for people to get it um, from a regulatory standpoint on the local level. Um, what was the landscape like prior to um, entering into the mobile lounge space, and then what did that extrapolate out to as far as your footprint once you got your brick and mortar?
So the one thing about us trying to get the brick and mortar going during COVID, to be quite honest with you, it was probably easier because a lot of things that they would have been more strict about, we were able to work through quickly because there wasn't as much going on. Even though we had to take a lot of steps for the mobile lounge portion of it, as far as the brick and mortar, we were able to get up and going and go from a very terrible shell to up and running in about 6 months, which is this new site took far longer because too many people were working now. So the landscape, we were very fortunate, as I mentioned before, because we had a following. We were able to bring all those folks with us. Not to mention, and Melvin can talk more about this because he grew up here in Vegas. there's not a lot out here for us to do. Um,
Mhm.
Both at, at a cigar lounge level. He was going to lounges where, they'd change the music, turn off the air conditioning because there was maybe not enough of the right folks that they wanted in there at that time.
Mhm.
So
Mm,
creating that sort of a space, we created something not only that people wanted, but something that people needed and were looking for that was not here. Um, when we were looking and we got the first 3,000 square feet, I told Melvin it was way too big, and he told me I was crazy, and I told him he was crazy.
Still together.
And then he tells me we were going to have a members lounge with 60 lockers. And I said, we're never going to even fill those. Why would we do that?
Hey, Melvin, dream big, baby, dream big.
You know, she she did give me a little bit of resistance because she wasn't in the culture like most of us was. Where Stony, Michelle, and we were. Um, I'm city jumping. I'm going to the. First thing I do when I unpack my luggage when I go to another city is I've already got my thing laid out to what cigar lounges I can go to.
Mhm.
Um, so I'm taking notes. I'm looking. I'm watching, and of course, everywhere you go, like I said, you weren't made to be felt welcomed,
mm,
um, and got kind of frankly kind of tired of that, and was like, you know what, we need to create a table to where um, this is how we smoke,
Mhm.
and brought that back to her with my ideas and was like, you know what? I go all these cities, I go to different places and I see things and I'm like, you know what? I'm already got a half of a foot in the industry. So I was like, I really think we could move this our following to to the lounge relatively quickly. And we were right at that. I mean, soon as we opened the doors, people thought it was instant success, but it was the groundwork that was already laid with the mobile lounge, going out there every Saturday, going out there every Friday night, staying out, doing car shows, doing all types of things. And when the doors opened, I told her I wanted to make sure that things were done right. I wanted to make sure all the T's were crossed, all the I's were dotted from the things that I have seen out there in the
Mhm.
traveling over the country and going to different cigar lounges in different places. And she that's where she really took the ball and was like, you know what, we got to if we're going to do this, we got to do it right. If you saw the mobile lounge, it's kind of over the top, and she made sure that was done right with her decorating skills. She just consulted me. Was like, how do you want this to
I
feel?
made him sit in every chair.
I sit in every chair because I'm like, it has to be comfortable. So
Man,
I basically turned that over to her. She says to me one day, "So if you were to smoke, um, where would you smoke?" And I said, "Of course, I'd smoke at home if you let me." But she says, "You're not doing that." But then she came up with the idea. Then let's make it feel like home, which she came up with the name. And then I'll let her
Well,
tell the story.
so that's the other thing about COVID. You asked about how COVID helped to shape it. So in our minds, we were thinking, okay, if we ever had to run this by ourselves, it was just the two of us, how would we do that? And at that time, I was actually out of town helping a friend build a business. And we went to a pizza place and it had our tap system there, the one that we have now. And I called him the same day. I took pictures of it. I said, babe, if we ever do a brick and mortar, I think we should get this tap system and then we could call it Tap and Ash. And that's kind of, and honestly, it didn't happen until what, a year or two later?
Yeah.
But that was kind of the beginning of the idea. And then our thought was if we ever had to run it by ourselves, how would we named her Sasha, by the way? How would we do this with just the two of us? We have this small bar, we have a cash register, and then Sasha could serve the drinks. And then we'd never have to worry about not having employees here if the world were ever to go this direction again. And that's kind of how it came to be.
I
So
like
when
that.
she said Tap and Ash, I that really hit me. I was just like, that has a great ring to it. It's not too long. It's a play on words, of
Yeah,
course, but
yeah,
then it actually does
Double
have meaning
entendre.
behind it.
yeah.
It's a
And
double entendre.
Yeah, man. 'Cause I always was thinking tapping ass,
Exactly.
and
You don't know how many men
Same
say, I
here.
tell my wife I'm going to Tap and Ash, and they're like, you going where?
strip club, go to the strip club.
But
Right.
in saying that,
That's
you
awesome.
so
saw
so
the
you know, after
taps.
that, then when the name was birthed and the ideas were in that concept, we set out to find a location. And even in my travels, it was important for me to find a building that was standalone. It was important to me to be in a location that had some sort of parking. It was important to
Centrally
be
located.
centrally located. So all of those things were factors. And like as she said, I'm born and raised here, so I'm seeing and saw the arts district. The growth is just amazing. And if you've been here, it's changed probably since the last time you were here. And when you come again, it'll probably change because they're just doing some amazing stuff down here in the arts district. So very happy and blessed that we chose this location
Mm.
because it had all of those components that I wanted. And then I found this spot and it was a dump, it was a hole in the wall. And
Oil.
we were like, it
So
was,
story, Melvin, this building, Melvin used to come here with his dad to get car parts when he was a kid.
yeah, so
Same.
this building's about,
The same.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So we saw the building, reached out, and then of course all of those things that are birthed, like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna pull this off? That's a lot of work.
Mhm.
But I knew I had the right partner, that I knew would,
You're so sweet.
jump in, that would tackle this with me. And when I tell you our we did everything from the rooter to the tutor. I mean, we did everything from the ventilation from the top to the bottom. We tore it apart, we demoed it, and if anybody knows and have went down this road, converting these old buildings and bringing them up to code is a lot of work.
We're still working on it.
um,
Wow.
It's a process.
so and you know, we I hear everybody loving it, liking it, but we really just wanted it to be nice. We wanted it to be impressive for our culture and our people, and a place for us to go and hang out and enjoy. And it has definitely done that. I mean, it's actually grown larger than that
Mm.
because my wife doesn't smoke or drink, but the culture has been so amazing to her because we've seen it grow so much more
Mhm.
to a country club, to the audience, the resources, all of those things that are built in when you bring people together are amazing.
In other words, our folks are very spoiled.
Like, Michelle, on that note,
They
girl,
are rotten.
In a good way.
what do
In a
you,
good way.
what
I
do you
have a
have
question
us,
for
Michelle?
Michelle.
No, go ahead.
Say that again.
I thought I heard Benita say she had a question
Yeah, I
for
have a question for Michelle. Yeah, Michelle, the
Yes.
lounge is so beautiful.
Thank
Is
you.
this your ideas in the decoration of the lounge, or
So
did you have a designer?
no, it's just me.
It's just you.
Just me. So a lot of the well, I would say the majority of the furniture in here is secondhand furniture. I've either gone to auctions or I've gone on Facebook Marketplace or I've hunted furniture down, and a lot of it has been repurposed, reupholstered, redesigned. Like the chair, if you can see this chair behind me, my little rhinoceros
Love that.
in a suit here. If you go all around the lounge, it's even though it's eclectic, it's very warm, and every section feels like its own little living room. And that's what I was really striving for, is to make people feel like they were at home. And but to raise it to a level where it had an elegance to it, but it was still comfortable, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Wow.
Right.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey guys. Thanks
I
for
had to
joining us
to
today.
differentiate that because everybody was saying Michelle and Michelle and Michelle, and I said, wait a minute, hold on, we got to get this thing right. So I am Michelle. What's happening?
So my question to you guys is, I guess technically you're trailblazers in your own right. I mean, you're doing something that's never been done in Vegas. So do you find that, I guess, those people who are looking to open new lounges, or, people are asking you to consult for them? Like, are people coming to you asking questions like, what if this, or what should I do next? Like, do you get that a lot?
Absolutely. Absolutely. From the mobile side all the way up to the brick and mortar. And just to backtrack a little bit, it was very difficult because I couldn't find anybody that looked like me that wanted to be resourceful with
Mhm.
information. So I got to give some kudos and a shout out to my girl Kitty Sims down in Atlanta, because when I was doing the homework, trying to get the answers of what do I do next, how do this work, who, what's the manufacturers, do I go through a broker, do I go through a third party, all of those type of questions, I couldn't get answered here because people were protective. Um,
Mhm.
and I did not have that welcoming feeling of, the questions I actually got was, why do you want to get into this business? You
Mm,
know,
Oh, wow.
And there were no black owned lounges here at that time because Melvin actually consulted from the mobile lounge for Jeff at Sugar Daddy's. He
yeah.
helped him.
Mhm.
So she was able to set up some down in Atlanta. She had told me, hey, I tell you what, come down here, and I've set up. We went down there for about a week, and she had set it up to where we almost went to every lounge in Atlanta, and we got to work behind the scenes, and the owners were like, sure, come on down, shadow anybody you want to shadow. Um, at that time, Cam Newton's place wasn't finished when I was there, but the other
Mhm.
lounges I was able to go to and just see how people moved and see what the environment was like, ask questions, get
And that
those
was my
answers.
first exposure. I
Yeah.
had never been to a cigar lounge until
I'll tell you another quick story that'll probably make you laugh. So we're down in Atlanta, and I can't remember the cigar lounge, and my wife goes into the humidor,
shut up.
Tell it,
and I
tell
can't
it.
remember her name, and I wish I did, so I give her a shout out. She goes in and she makes that classic mistake. She picks up a very expensive cigar, and guess what? She dropped it. And the lady looked at her, and she was like,
That's yours.
"That's yours." And I was looking at her and see a face my dad used to always make it with my mom when he was mad. He used to bite his lip like that. And I looked at her when the young lady wasn't looking, and I was like, you
Don't,
know,
don't even
I
and
smoke.
laughed.
You don't even smoke.
and it was like, so being able to be in the humidor and see how people moved and how they stocked and what brands were this and who, how do you get a hold of the manufacturers, and all of that type of stuff I learned in Atlanta. I didn't learn here in Las Vegas. I didn't have that.
Oh
So
wow.
what we what we gathered from that is I never want to. Yeah, it's quite a bit now, and now it's moving into people want to franchise, people want to license, different things like that. But I've never closed the door on anybody that wanted help or knowledge, whether it was from the mobile lounge, and or some sort of blueprint to what hurdles I had to go through and what you can avoid. And this is probably a road you should go down. I will always be there for somebody that wants
And
to.
that's how Melvin ended up helping Jeff when he opened up Sugar Daddies,
Yeah.
because it was a thing that we never wanted anybody to feel the way we felt, which was no one really wanted to help us because they were looking at us as competition.
mm,
Mhm. Yeah. Um. Well, we appreciate that. Thank you.
mhm.
My second question, because you guys are so funny together. Like, I love
Right,
your
absolutely.
vibe.
Tamika
So.
calls us the Runless Show.
So my next question is to you is, how do you make it work, like marriage and working together? Like, you live together and then you're working together every day, all day. There are times when you want to strangle a coworker, right?
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
Oh yeah.
curious as to how you guys make it work, because you make it look effortless.
You want me to answer?
You can.
So it's really funny. We were just having this conversation today because somehow I got on that conversation with someone that I ran into. And, first of all, Melvin and I, our birthdays are 5 days apart.
Mm.
So we're kind of the same person. um, but what we do is we both try to stay in our lanes, although we tend to cross over sometimes, which is where we, have those moments of, okay, you go over there, I'm gonna go over here, and then, we'll come back together when we're through this. But,
Right.
we always talk about how lucky we are that we do get along well, and we both do the things. So I'm passionate about the design, I'm passionate about entertaining. We're both very passionate about the experience that we're giving people. And it just seems to work for us. We do have to go to our separate corners at times, but we're not going that way because we're angry. It's just that we know we need space. And you'll find me sitting over on my computer on one side of the room, and Melville will be over smoking a cigar. And then you'll see us come together, give each other a kiss, and keep on going. And it just happens to work.
So,
And we give each other our
fellas,
space.
here's a piece of advice. If you want to go to the cigar lounge all the time, just start one with your wife.
Yeah, because I told him if there was a Tappan Ash and I wasn't here with it, we'd probably be divorced.
Cause see, she can never get mad when I say I'm going to the cigar lounge.
Right.
Now it's like, okay, bye.
And
See
you have
you.
to remember, our member side,
Make that
our
money.
member side is 24 hours.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
And when I say there's people here 24 hours, there's people here
Oh,
They were
24
playing
hours.
pool at 6 a.m. yesterday morning.
Oh, wow.
They are here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is hilarious.
That's beautiful.
This is like another home for some folks. Melvin
yes,
is
sir.
That's
convinced there are
awesome.
people have turned off their air and their internet, and they come here instead.
So look,
So I got this new thing. And if you've been here, I call my seats now when people come in, I'll say that's my 2-stick seats right there. Those are
Yeah.
my 3-stick seats right there. Because those are super comfortable. So you gotta buy
Yeah.
3 cigars if you're gonna sit in those seats because you're gonna be here.
We have people
Okay.
that will come in. If somebody is sitting in their chair, they
Oh,
will leave.
Oh,
oh
so
yeah.
they
It's
really are
so
They
spoiled.
funny.
spoiled.
But see, everybody on this call, you guys know our culture. I
Yeah.
mean, this is an amazing culture. Stony, Michelle, we see each other at all of these events and
Yeah.
what people have done post COVID and what people are doing. HCW actually, Sharon and Crystal was here and Soto was here last week. Actually, Soto's here this week. Probably shouldn't have said that, but I'm speaking mine.
Don't
But
tell people's business.
yeah. But seeing them, and that was my same question to Crystal and Sharon right after HCW. I was like, so you guys do relax. Houston Cigar Week is broke me in, and I've been to other cigar events around the country. I'm actually going to go to Portland. I'm gonna do some stuff on the West Coast this time around. But we see each other often at these events. I see Stony. We all get a chance to, hang out and see each other and share stories and pick back up. It's like a big family reunion, right? So post COVID, everybody's doing some amazing stuff. I mean, this past um, uh, PCA when I saw you, Michelle, and I don't know, was you there, Stony?
Yep, no doubt.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys sat in the training classes when Rocky Patel got on the stage and he talked about, you know, what the experiences that we have to offer to be the introduction to people of introducing them to cigars. Do what you got to do. We often get criticized about, the turn ups and things. Not I'm talking about us. I'm talking about as a general of how we smoke cigars. But do what you got to do to introduce people to cigars. Everything that we tend to do here at Tap and Ash is over cigars, whether we're doing jazz, whether we're doing piano, whether we're doing art, whether we're
Meetings.
doing everything that we do, we always say it's over a cigar. So
Yeah.
um, that's kind of how we move and how we're trying to shift with this evolution of our culture and how we're smoking cigars. You know, we travel. We got people we travel with, we party with, we eat with, we take buses, we do wine tastings, we do all types of cutting lights, all types of 101s, and introducing people. We're starting to see the new generation start to come into the culture. So you got to do something to bring them in and get them to understand etiquette and how to move in this culture. Is really an experience. I'll tell you a quick one. I'm starting to see women bring their young men in, and I want you guys to be around some grown men. This is how they
He's
move.
talking about, let's change it. Mothers bringing their sons in.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. That's
Oh,
right. That's
Oh,
okay.
we
right.
know what he
That's
means.
right. I
We
not
got it.
not cougars bringing
Yeah,
their youngsters in.
not cougars bringing in youngsters.
know your name.
There's a little bit of that going on too.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Let's
no,
So
straighten
this
that
phone
out,
number.
babe.
yeah, you got it. You got it. See, that's why
We
she's on
gotta
the
clean
team
that
right
up.
there. Correction, politically correct. But that
They're all going, wait, what's going on at Tap and
it's
Yeah,
really tapping ass.
I was going to take one more sip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was about
we
to
are
run
getting
with
ready, but
it.
yeah, it's like so. I was really, I'm always just trying to think about where are we going, what we doing, and how can we make the experience better, and bring in this next culture, that want to learn how to spend their money, want to learn how to move in the cigar culture and see, you know, you guys been to HCW. I was there year one, and what is this, year six? 15,000, 20,000 people converging on a city for a cigar event is amazing. Of what the money it brings to the city, they got it proclamated, the people that are involved, and the doors that are open, and it's just the it's amazing. So seeing people do these things in Chicago and in South Carolina, other places, Orlando, Portland, and other places is amazing. And I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna support because I love our people. I love the culture. I love our sisters and brothers of the Leaf. So, you know, I'm super excited of where we're going and what we're doing.
So tell me this. We saw the promo, and it gives a little bit of light of what you guys offer. Sell your lounge now. What sets your lounge apart from all the other lounges that are out there? And then not to
A
take
lot.
away from them, but what makes your lounge the spot to go to? Because I'm coming to Vegas just
Well, the advantage is that
well, I've been wanting to come, but I'm definitely coming now. But go ahead.
You
you know
gotta give
what.
your sales pitch, babe.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna let you piggyback off of this, but the first thing I would say, you know, and when people come to the lounge, you have to feel welcomed. You have to feel that energy when you come to the lounge. That's first and foremost. And if I can, this is all a facade. If I could get you in the door, that's what I want to do. I want to get you in the door, see the culture, feel the vibe, see if it works for you. I always tell my wife to ask people when they're signing up for membership is why us? Why did you choose this environment? 35% of our customers are female. We have a very diverse culture. Um, Not to mention, we have a 24-hour accessible lounge. 24 hours. A lot of people can't do that because of where they live. And that's a huge sales, you know, being able to have, we have 310 lockers,
305.
305 lockers in a humidified area that our membership is $300 a month. You get back $100 a month in cigar credit that doesn't roll over. And if you came here and you saw, we have pool table, we have poker night, we have
Dominoes.
domino night, we have backgammon night, we have karaoke night, we have different things that we're always doing. So this is a club, it's a culture, it's a social club. Um, that would be my main items that what I would say if you're looking for that type of environment, but always remember it's where the smoke comes first because everything we do is over a cigar.
I know that's right.
And
Yo,
I
I'm
would,
Say
and I
so.
would say to you,
come on,
you know, the one thing, the first thing that people do when they, you know, if you've been here, when you walk in the door, you kind of have to, you know, you used to go to back in the day when you go to somebody's house, you always had to make that turn around the corner to be able to see what's inside. That's kind of the way you enter Tap and Ash. And a lot of times when people make that first turn, they're very surprised about how beautiful the lounge is. And the next thing they're surprised at is that somebody is welcoming you to come into the door. And the way that we greet our customers is we tell them that this is a home environment. You're not going to see waitresses and waiters running around. You're basically making yourself at home, and we're here to just guide you through it. And we make it where people aren't sitting isolated. You're always going to be sitting with somebody, making a new friend, or talking over something that maybe you have in common. You have those little moments where you can be together, but at the same time, you're enjoying live music. You're able to get up. That tap system is very engaging if you've ever done it, because you can go down, do suicides, you can whatever you
Wow.
want.
Amazing.
Get your own drink. The humidor, Melvin does a beautiful job of curating the humidor. Instead of having, five of one particular brand, we have the best of the cigars that we sell. I think we carry 10 black owned cigar brands here. We also have a patio. We have a semi-private, we turned the old private lounge into a semi-private lounge. Our members lounge is 3,000 square feet. We've got a conference room. We've got a listening room where we have a record player in here. You can hook up your Bluetooth. You can come in here and read. We have a huge front window that opens up that people can sit on either side
Go
and
ahead, Michelle.
enjoy the street traffic going by,
Go
and
ahead, Michelle.
enjoy the folks inside. We have a fireplace area. Our members actually also have their own tap. So on the member side, the big difference is, so on the other side, it's 5 cocktails and 5 beers. On the member side, you can go get Don Julio, you can get Basil Hayden,
Talk
you
to
can
me.
get, and you can do shots off of the tap. We're also known for our old fashions, and we put our old fashioned on tap over here so folks can have it when we're not here. I see the
Y'all
thumbs.
really tapping
All
there.
right,
So
Michelle.
folks can actually have it when they're here. And like Melvin said, we've got 305 humidified lockers. I wish I could take you into the members lounge right now. If you could see he's got four 80-inch televisions in a square where they go in there and watch sporting events. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful space, but it's also comfortable. And like I said, it feels like a big house, and everybody just finds their space and makes themselves at home here.
Yeah,
So
I
So
hey,
we
say this.
hope you
and
will do the same.
So,
my follow to what Chester was asking. Now you're 4 years in, and for those who gate kept and iced you out, um,
There's an echo.
what does that look like now? In the beginning, when people fail to see the vision, want to collaborate, what does that look like now? Seeing the growth, do you have mea culpas now, if you will, coming back? Because I think it would be, and I've seen other lounge owners who have done that, and then they come and they do counter surveillance to just kind of see, oh, well, they've done this and they've done that. Has anybody ever come back knowingly uh, to now want to uh, partner or just give you your flowers for really kind of kicking the door open and really trailblazing um, who we are in our cigar culture, in this aspect of the cigar culture?
I would say, the thing I think Melvin and I hear most is, one, I get teased a lot, like I said, about not understanding what Tapanash have the potential to become. Melvin and I never really talked about having anybody else besides ourselves. We could barely stand each other. No, I'm just joking. Much less having somebody else come in. But we haven't had, we didn't have anybody. We already had so much support coming in. We didn't have any naysayers. We didn't have anybody saying it wasn't going to work. I think the only thing that people did question was our location, which we are dead in the center of Las Vegas. So from any place in the city, you can get here in 20 minutes.
Right.
So that turned out to be a blessing. We had a lot of "I told you so's" on that one. But the one thing I can say is that Melvin and I, our members always say they can see where their money is going, because things don't stay broken. We're constantly trying to improve. If something is wrong, they know we know it's wrong, and we're going to do whatever we can to fix it as soon as we can. So, 4 years in, you're all, it's never perfect, and it's never going to be perfect. And you're always going to be looking for those opportunities to make things better. And you always have a lot of "I wish I would have." But, we really couldn't be happier with what we've built and what we see the future as being. And um, we're trying to keep our minds open to, because we're not young folks anymore, but we are trying to keep our minds open to growth. And, at this point, we're just looking to that 5-year anniversary. And I thought we'd be looking at, okay, we're on the downslide, and we're still moving up. So that's what I would say.
After the as what do you say, Michelle? The shiny and
Shiny and new.
after the shiny and new is gone, you really have to have a backbone of why you and what are you doing this for. And like she said, we're so passionate about it. We're constantly at home, and I'm looking and I'm trying to think. If it was left up to me, we'd have a ping pong table.
We'd have a
Uh,
movie
we'd have a
theater.
movie theater. Yeah, I got an option
Movie
of
theater.
taking over another 3,000 square feet. So we're having a serious conversation about a speakeasy and some different other things,
Woo!
but just always trying to improve the culture and
Nice.
and what can
Don't
we
shake
make.
your head. Yes, no.
Listen, Vegas is not my
so
city, but when
so
you
to answer
say
the
that,
question, we
I'll
do we
definitely
do
make a
and
trip
we've
for that.
learned so much, and I'm still a student in the game. I mean, that's why I go to PCA, that's why I go to other cigar lounges, because I'm always looking for little tidbits to make things better. And oh my gosh, I didn't think of that. They do this way, and I'll come back and share this with her, or I'll say, this I liked and this I don't like, or what do you think about this, what if we did this, and what if we did that. So we're always pushing the line, but staying traditional at the same time, is a great
Yeah.
balance for us. Um, is kind of where I feel comfortable at. We push it, but we also come back to being a traditional lounge, and really pay the homage to the cigar and what we do, and love to introduce people to the tobacco and different cigar manufacturers, and love to get new manufacturers in here, especially our black brands that have done some amazing things. Definition. I know I'm gonna miss some, but I'm gonna throw them out there anyway. Conscience,
Dignity,
Carolina Blue, Dignity,
drunk chicken,
Drunk Chicken,
Howard
Black
G.
Starline, Howard G. I mean, there's
Yeah.
some amazing folks out there doing some amazing stuff.
All great
Black
That
cigars.
Stogies.
Black Stogies. I mean, so I know most everybody on this call will probably be here for PCA, because PCA for the next 2 years will be in Vegas. So we're trying to get ready. If what's that old saying? If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So
Yeah, there
No
you
doubt.
go.
And
we will
you
be
know what
ready.
else I would say too is one thing that Melvin and I talk about, if any of you are business owners, sometimes you're high, sometimes you're low, and you can have those little moments where you're scared and you're thinking, oh, we're not all shiny anymore. Maybe we should do something different. And what it all keeps boiling back down to is just staying consistent, and meeting people where they are, and trying to make sure that, as Melvin said, we pay homage to making sure we keep the traditional values of the lounge, but also furnishing folks with stuff that they're that engage them while they're smoking, like live music and records and karaoke and all the things that you do that are fun to do every once in a while, but just making sure that the smoke is still the most important thing here. And I have to piggyback off of something Melvin said earlier. He told you that I don't drink or smoke. But if you ask anybody in this lounge who they come to ask for a cigar recommendation, it would be me.
I'll tell you guys this here. You know, I subscribe. I subscribe to all of the magazines, and I catch this woman reading about cigars, and sometimes she has to. How you know that? How'd you know that? And she's reading and she's learning and she's, you know, and you know the women have better sensory. You guys pick up on notes quicker and faster than men do anyway. So she's on point and
But the other
surprises me
thing we
quite a
do is
bit.
we listen.
Yeah, yeah.
So we don't
That part. So when somebody comes in and they're telling us what they want, we listen to what they want instead of following our own palates.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 times out of 10, you can give a good recommendation.
Now we could do a whole nother show on you know uh, people often ask that are starting lounges, whether it be from the mobile side or to the brick and mortar, do you make money, can you make money? Absolutely, it wouldn't be in this if you weren't. But you have to also remember that you're selling, how many points of sale do you have? I mean, if you're fortunate enough to be able to have liquor, that's great, but we never wanted liquor to be the forefront. Liquor was always going to be the complement.
And we're very lucky that they're almost running neck and neck for
Yeah, I
us.
thought that because
So,
if you go by percentages, more people drink than smoke. And when I tell my wife sometimes, we're only appealing to 1% of the population, which is male, right? So you have to be able to make money on different prongs. And we thought that when we brought liquor in, or I wouldn't do this if I didn't have liquor. They actually run neck and neck because I don't put the emphasis on the liquor. I put the right liquors in here, and that we make those a complement. Our focus is and always will be on the cigar. Outside of merchandise, I mean, some people want to put restaurants in their lounges, and that's fine if you can. I've had people come here, and I'll let the food trucks do that. I don't want the lounge smelling like spaghetti or hamburgers or something like that when I'm smoking
Grease.
my cigar. So that's we can do a whole another show on the business side of things as far as how you look to make money, and at the end of the day it's really all about the cigars, keeping your humidor stocked, keeping the latest, the greatest, finding out what sells, what don't sell, taking that space and making sure that because it's all a liability until it makes it to that cash register.
and you don't come into this business to get rich. This is a passion business.
Absolutely.
You do
Absolutely.
this because you love it.
Right.
And so the way that you make money is, like we said, creating those experiences, making sure you have, like Melvin said, the right alcohol, the right cigars in place, and that's how it all comes together to work.
So how big is your humidor? Do you know how many cigars or what's the size of your humidor?
I have over 300 brands.
Ooh,
It's
Wow.
not very big,
300
but very
faces.
effective. Say that again.
300 facing.
300 faces. 300 faces. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
300 faces is not very big, and again, that's the whole idea for me curating a humidor is getting out there, finding what sells, and right now I'm fresh off of PCA, so I have so many cigars, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
She gets mad at me when I go to
Ridiculous.
PCA because I ran the American Express on,
you don't smoke.
and so it's every monday is a let's go to the humidor, see what sold, we run reports and see what sold, what we have to restock, what didn't do very well, and we'll put this down for a while, and then we'll bring something in, we'll introduce something else. And it goes the same way with spirits. What's working well with cigars, what are people buying, what can we put on the tap wall that ladies like to drink, what beers. The beer thing is a whole different avenue when you're trying to introduce beer smokers to cigars. People think beer doesn't go well with cigars, but it actually
Our
does.
beers will sell very well.
Absolutely,
We
it
actually have a cigar
does.
beer that we're bringing in.
Yeah.
It
And then we create
absolutely does.
it, we also create additional experiences for our members. So our members have a different experience every month. We'll bring in a cigar roller and we'll have an alcohol, some sort of spirit that goes with it, or a dessert, or we'll have
Coffee.
coffee, or we'll do some sort of a pairing for them. And a lot of our members, we have jacket nights, so because our members have members jackets. So it'll either be tap swag and member jacket night. So we try to do things special for them as well, to make sure that there's something always going on, no matter what side of the house you're on, to make our guests feel special.
It's the
She
landscape
gets mad
since
at me
you
when I
have
always say one of my models is you can't make any money if you don't have anything to sell. So,
We
you know,
also have payroll.
You got the business head and
so
the
Man,
so is
she'll
Vegas
say on Monday, she'll say on Tuesday, what'd you buy on Monday? And she'll start seeing all these cigars that I bought. It works. It works itself.
And then he
so
taps me
so
and says, "You got it, babe."
so is Vegas what's the landscape? Because beer is a different landscape than a spirit. So here in Florida, there is a nice abundance of microbreweries here, and so there's always uh, a newer iteration of an offering that you can have if you know beer, if you drink beer in terms of pairing. So is that something that you have to be calculated about? Does it come along with some of the brands that do sell beers? Like how did that manifest once you saw it in the pizza restaurant? Because I'm a beer drinker. I'm a Boston girl, so that's what we do. And so I'm curious to know how that manifests.
So, as far as the beers are concerned, that was completely Melvin's idea on the beers. And we lucked up because the technology was changing in order to incorporate both the beers and the cocktails. But what he did was he decided to see what beers for his palate paired best with cigars. So we carry a Pilsner, we carry a Mango Cart,
And they'll
an IPA, and then we carry two bourbon barrel beers that do very well. One has like a vanilla, and the other one is more of a stout. And
Mhm.
then there was one that used to be very popular.
chocolate
That was a
cherry.
chocolate cherry that everybody loved with cigars. So outside of the lighter cigars, those darker ones, he really tries to almost mirror like a brown spirit, so that when people are drinking those beers, they kind of get the same experience. Says the person who doesn't drink.
we got sodas on tap.
yeah.
And
Michelle,
Melvin, I will even let you know that there is a private wine company that here they actually have a wine that is specifically crafted for cigars. It's always sold out, and they don't sell their wine retail, but that's one that they can't keep. Just saying, it's out
Hey,
there.
I get introduced again, like I said, with the spirit is a huge market. So our spirit folks come in all the time and introduce us to things. And the craft beers. Now, when it comes to domestic beers, I like to keep those type beers in the bottles, because as far as I always tell her, I can go across the street to 7-Eleven and get a
Modelo.
Modelo or
Right,
something like that.
Right.
So
But we have them.
we have them. So yeah, people drink the Modelo's, the Stellas, and the 805s and the different things
But
like
we
that.
also carry Chimay, which
You
is a
know,
really
but
nice.
the craft beer is to me just like the cigar industry, where you got people putting their hands into the craft making. So when they're able to come up with things like the chocolate cherry or the vanilla, things that we all know are profiles in our cigars, I'm always interested in a new craft,
The Kentucky bourbon, I
the
forgot
Kentucky
about that.
bourbon and
Yeah.
things like that, to see what pairs well with cigars.
Mm.
Wines, you know, you got your reds and your whites, and particularly me, I don't drink much wine with cigars. I
But we
will,
have a lot of folks that
but
come in that do, and
we
we
have a lot
have
of,
wine here.
yeah, we do have wine, we have reds, we have the whites, and the ladies, you know, like to drink wines with their cigars. So that's knowledge. I mean, that's something I'll get feedback on, like, you know, whether you're drinking a Chardonnay or a Cabernet
A
or something like
rosé,
that,
a
or rosé or
prosecco.
Prosecco and things like that. So I often ask women, you know, which is overpowering the other, or are you still tasting the profiles of each of the cigar and the wine that you're consuming. So that's a whole other thing I got to learn about pairing, because I listened to other people and they were like, you know, wines don't pair well with cigars, and I was like,
Mm.
We
That's
sell a
man,
lot of
absolutely
it.
sell a
not
lot of wine.
true.
So
And then a
That is
lot of
not
ladies
true.
will come in here, and men will order, if they do not smoke, they will order wine.
Because there are great Paso Robles, there are Merlots and Cabs and all the things. I'm not a white wine drinker per se, but because it's still in the 90s here and it's after 9 o'clock, you have to pivot to great rosés, um, great Prosecco's, some champagnes. I have the great fortune to have a very close friend who is now a sommelier, and so um, he backed off of cigars so he could keep his palate clean, just for that. And so it's a great entree for those of us in our her circle here, that do drink wine, when you don't want to drink 100+ proof bourbon
Mm.
uh, in this heat. And then I also shift over to sipping wine just to give the palate another alternative to what we love, which is
Mm.
the cigar
I,
And coffee, wine, bourbon, water,
and tea
tea,
and
Yeah.
coffee,
tea.
you
all
know,
of
people drink a lot of coffee
We
drinkers.
have a lot. We go through a lot of coffee and tea
it.
here.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
that's good.
Yep.
I gotta
Well,
make my way.
My go-to.
I gotta make my way to Tappan Ash.
yes, man.
I,
Well,
Most
you know,
definitely.
Chester, I really think that
let's
year
do
ought to be that year. We all ought to go to
let's
PCA.
do it. Let's do it.
The whole media team.
Let's
It's
do it.
up, it's
We're
up.
gonna
Let's
get our,
do it.
we're gonna get our badges and we're gonna bombard the place.
Just be ready. Everybody in here hugs
And we're
everybody.
gonna come to Tappan Ash and we're gonna show our ass.
Let's do it.
Show it.
Absolutely.
I say we go in October. That'll be my
Hey,
Birthday
birthday.
month. Let's
all
All
right,
right, that
do
is the plan. We done put it on the books already. It's the plan.
all
Just
right.
make sure you let us know when you're coming so we can
Oh,
roll out the red carpet
we
for
will
you.
definitely let you
Oh,
know.
That's
Yeah, that'll be
wonderful.
a great
Sure.
birthday week. I can spend a
Well,
week.
you know what? I'm almost excited to this point because I got something to say to you too. Oh my god,
You
it's
know,
uh,
what's everybody smoking? What you smoking?
Cheryl. What you got? What you smoking on?
I started with an LFD, but now I am smoking a Bohiccio, which is Haitian seeded.
All right, which LFD did you have?
Uh, the black label, the basic one. But
The
the
double
Bohiccio,
Ligero, the 500,
yeah,
700.
five.
Well, the black
Um,
lady. I'm
and
thinking. I don't know if
I'm
she had the
doing
fat Captain one,
Bohiccio box press
but
with
okay.
my beer.
All right. I am
What you smoking,
Michelle.
Michelle?
So I have a hand roll. It was a camouflage wrapper. I fell in
Oh,
love with it. Uh, I wouldn't recommend it. Sorry for the
Ooh.
person who made it. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
Hey,
I'm
but
just being
that's what this
honest.
is here
Hey,
for.
hey,
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
hey.
Yeah.
that's
but
what we're
it's
That,
here
pretty.
for.
It was really pretty
yeah,
though. Like,
yeah.
it
but
looks
no,
cute.
I wouldn't. It it's kind of like smoking rolled newspaper. I was hoping to get,
Oh my
some kind of,
goodness.
yeah. Sorry.
Now, so in saying that, is the flavor lacking in the candela part, or is it lacking in the habano part,
If
or
I
is it
might
just
be
the
frank,
whole?
it's lacking everywhere.
It's like
Oh
I can
There's
tell
wow.
you,
there's
when you
I've
get the
gotten
cigar art,
nothing.
yeah,
Yeah,
cigar art, the wrapper is gonna be totally jacked. It's gonna be all over the place. It won't have a profile, and I
yeah,
guarantee you the wrapper and I'm sorry, the binder and the filler was a short filler, and it probably sucked.
yeah. It definitely so, but the rapper is cute.
Yeah, oh
Like
yeah.
you said, the rapper is really
The
unique.
rapper's cute.
It's cute. They
What are
they
we
Well,
onto
smoking,
something
dear?
there.
we're gonna take a quick moment. We're gonna go around the room.
Uh,
Cheryl, why don't you start us off and give us your closing remarks?
All I can say is, wow.
Yeah.
Uh, I am looking forward to coming out and blessing your lounge in the near future, and I am just thrilled that you have been able to flourish and continue to flourish, given everything that you've encountered. Uh, and don't take that speakeasy off the table. I would love to see that come into fruition. Kudos to you. Continue having iron sharpen iron, because I do see that that is what this is between the two of you, that iron sharpens iron.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm. Ah, where are we at? Stony.
What about apple
Well,
bottom?
didn't finish the last one. I was actually smoking one of Marlon Wayne's, his Liga Tridente Habanos. We did some events with him this past week, so I was just kind of finishing those up. Of course, we got down there and PCA made some connections, so just trying some things
I
out.
need a
Trying
review on
some.
that, man.
Not today, but we'll talk about it. But yeah, some good conversation, man. But no,
Right
absolutely.
on.
I'll say
All right,
this in
which one are
reference
you
to
smoking? The El
uh,
Bambino, or which one?
no, that was just Habano, the Liga Tridente
Okay,
Habano. Yeah.
okay.
I actually want to try the new, and they have a new Connecticut that I've been hearing a lot about. So I haven't tried that one yet, but that's one next on my list. But I want to just kind of speak to just their lounge and the beautiful couple. Just the lounge is amazing. Again, their hospitality is through the roof. Again, like you talked about, each room has like its own personality, its own section, its own vibe. It's just amazing. Like I said, one of the most amazing lounges I've ever been in my life. Again, just the fact that they are so intentional on carrying certain black-owned cigar brands in their humidor was very special to me when I saw that. That, of course, made me smile at all the different brands they name. Of course, friends with all those different brand owners, and just to see
Mhm.
their brands in that lounge being flourished and seeing people coming from around the world getting a chance to see and experience their cigars is really special. So I'm looking forward to get back down there, hopefully again in October, and then definitely for PCA next year. And super excited for y'all. Congratulations on year 4 and going into year 5.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. Michelle?
First of all, again, thank you guys for coming on. I truly appreciate it. Like you didn't hesitate to say yes, so I thank you for that. Um, Another thing that I took away from today's conversation was when I asked Mel, what it was like kind of being a trailblazer in this. For me, the cigar culture is one of togetherness and inclusiveness. And I think that hearing that he's so open to, assisting and helping someone else who is trying to get there, that means a hell of a lot to me. I so appreciate you. I've always had respect for you, Mel, but today I got a little more respect for you.
Thank you, dog.
I truly do appreciate that. I appreciate the love and camaraderie you two have. That is just that's something to shoot for in terms of relationship goals. The way you guys your I guess I don't know how you guys exchange banter and it's all fun and then you're working and you're planning, you're still making it happen. I just love and appreciate everything about both of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Benita T,
Apple
she's in
bum.
Hey,
the Smoker
hey, hey,
Lounge.
hey. I know, right? I'm not smoking today or drinking because I'm at work, but I'm still on my AT Fields cigars, the cigar selection. It's really good. I'm really in awe and impressed with AT Fields, especially the Maduro.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
Melvin, you have to be the luckiest guy in the world
Yes.
to have the love and support of Michelle. And I know that you know that already. You guys truly complement each other. And
Absolutely.
Michelle, to see Melvin's vision and hit the ground running to make it to come to fruition, that's a love in itself, you know.
Yes.
And to have him as a business partner and a husband, to see him outside of business, at home and in the business surrounding, it's just beautiful to see. And like
Oh,
Michelle
thank
said,
you.
it's relationship goals for my single
Thank
self.
you.
Yeah,
We're
And I
very
want to
lucky.
say,
We're very lucky.
very, very lucky. Much continued success to you guys.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Thank you.
thank
Yes.
you.
And to my man with the P2TP behind his name, power to the people, Chester Waters. Come
look.
on.
First and foremost, I'm smoking the AJ Fernandez, the goat. I'm on the last half of this, so this is a great cigar. But you know, they say the cigar, part of a cigar's, what makes a cigar good is the story, but also what makes a great lounge is the customer service. And you
Hmm.
all, the camaraderie or the relationship that you guys have shown us tonight says a lot about your location. And I really can't wait to experience that because I love a lounge that makes me feel like home. A
Yes.
cigar for me is peace. And if I can find a lounge that gives me that energy that matches the story, and kudos to you all. It is an honor to meet you all. It is an honor to meet you too. And I can't wait to meet you in person because I am coming. I don't care what any of these jokers say. I'm coming to Vegas. And I'm coming just for Tap and Ash and nothing else. I don't gamble. I do eat food, but I know Vegas has a lot of good food, but
He don't eat food, he devour food.
But I am coming. I have been planning this year. I've been wanting to come to Tap and Ash, and I'm going to make. I'm going to try to be there this year. And if it's not going to be for my birthday, it's going to be in December. I'm coming to Tap and Ash, and I can't wait to meet you all.
When is your birthday?
It's in October 29th.
October.
I'm in
Oh,
Orlando.
I was gonna say if it's November, you know we have a golf tournament and we do
Ah,
a concert.
I do the concert,
Oh
but the golf,
wow.
to watch it. Yeah, I can't wait to experience this lounge because from the video itself, it looks beautiful.
Oh,
And
thank
that
you.
to me just makes that makes an experience so much better. So kudos to you both,
That
and I
yes,
do nothing but success because you guys really show us what it's like not only to own a great lounge, but to be a couple and own a great lounge.
Yes.
Kudos to you all. Black love all day long,
No
guys.
doubt. Black
Appreciate you,
yes,
love.
brother. Thank you.
No
yes.
Hey.
doubt.
Well, Melvin and Michelle, this is probably the first show that we didn't have to do the show. You did the show. So I thank you that I just had to sit here and gracefully absorb a story that should be told around the world
Mhm.
Absolutely.
You're here.
Absolutely.
We
of
Yes.
appreciate you guys.
a
Thank you so much.
collaboration and a match made in the cigar world that has just complemented the way that myself, Chester, Stoney, the way this panel loves to smoke. You have given us hope
Ah, amen.
about
Go
the
ahead. Say stop
preacher.
preaching. Get
Yeah,
ready.
hope alive. Um, but in all seriousness, you really have put yourself in a position to basically create your own LLC to engage people on how to properly set up a lounge.
Mhm.
I take my hat off to you. I salute you. I wish nothing but the utmost success in whatever vision that you have next. And Melvin, I know it's coming, man. I don't know if it's going to be a food tech. I don't know whatever I know you're gonna do it. But here's the other thing: your wife is the sponge in this whole operation. She's gonna absorb, and then she's gonna absorb everything. Then she's gonna come. Oh, hold on, and she's gonna just start telling you what to do on your vision, how to do it. Because I want to tell you, you don't have brands, you got faces. And she was correct on that. So I take my hat off to you, Miss Michelle. You certainly she
Thank you.
protecting her investment.
Amen.
And she gonna get every book she can,
Yes,
and
you
she gonna
will.
have one up on you, man. So
When
you
I meet you in person, I'm gonna tell you about a really bad idea he had.
Not that quick.
guess what? I'm coming to Las Vegas. No, I'm coming anyway. But
Just
man,
say, tell me about the T-shirt, and I'll tell you.
yeah.
And Michelle, you know about the T-shirt, Michelle.
Don't say it.
But man,
Don't say it.
you have really put a burst of energy into me and mine getting out to Las Vegas to just be able to witness, to be able to experience, to be able to just relax and just absorb and enjoy what you have cultivated for the cigar culture. And man, I really seriously take my hats off to you guys. And I just want the world to share this video, to share this broadcast, and to let people know that we and the other thing, and I'm not going to be long with this, but you are so engaged with our culture in helping to elevate and lift up
Yes.
that everything that Chester stands for, power to the people, keep your head grease and um,
And the Afro wrist.
yeah.
Come on, Tony.
And we just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts, Michelle. Thank you for hey getting this and putting it together. We're getting out to Vegas. You know,
Yeah.
whether it be
Yes.
whether it be PCA, whatever, but we're going to get there as a team,
I'm
and we're
coming.
going to sit there, relax, and maybe we can just do a show from your lounge.
Oh, that'd be
Absolutely. That'd
amazing.
be amazing.
It
Yes.
really
Sounds
would,
good. Sounds good.
yeah, because I really would want the world, the entire world, to see what you have done.
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't seen it, but what I have seen, it makes me want to
It's
get there.
beautiful. Yeah.
Like I said, I wish I could pick
I
up
mean,
the camera and take you on a tour.
yeah, yeah. So
But no, we
congratulations.
we we appreciate you guys.
When is your 5 anniversary
It's in May. It's May 22nd,
Mm.
of that would be of 27.
27. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
let's
right,
go.
Well, it'll be a big party.
all
Let's go.
right. Well, that might be the one. That might be right there. That might be it for me.
Unless you're coming for Big Smoke.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
All
I-
of
uh,
All of
that's
all of
November.
So the Big Smoke is the weekend of November 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Right.
Yeah.
And then our anniversary would be May, somewhere around the 22nd.
All right. Well, get
Okay.
that worked out.
But no,
Mich-
we appreciate you guys lending us your
Very
platform.
much.
Um, and there's quite a few before us. Got to give shouts out to Cigar Mike,
Yeah.
TK,
yeah.
and all of the influencers and those, and Michelle and Stony and all of
Thank you.
those that are out doing what they do, keeping the culture alive. It's amazing when we all are able to have our family reunions in our cities and go to different places and do what we do. So until we all meet again on those platforms, we thank you guys and appreciate all the love. And we're gonna keep doing what we do, keep learning and keep earning at the same time. So we appreciate it again, and thanks everyone for having us on and at your
Thank
platform.
you.
It was
Thank
our
you.
pleasure. It was our
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Peter,
Thank
thank you
you.
for taking the time, being in your office, getting on the show. Look, that's our time. We want to thank our
All right.
guests, Michelle and Melvin from Tap and Ash out in Las Vegas. Look on our site. We will have their website information, all their contact information, and how you can get socially connected to them. And we just want to thank everybody for tuning in. And
Thank
all right, hey,
thank
now,
you.
man, look, we appreciate you hanging in there with us, man. We appreciate you. Thank you, man, for coming on. I know you was late, but you always faithful, brother, and we thank you for
Yes,
that.
sir.
Look, do not disengage. As I close the show, I just want you to stay tuned for what's coming up for our next show, which will be in July. And we are so excited because we are coming up on year 5, right, Stoney? This is year 5, Chicago
Yeah.
Cigar Week. Look, deuces, peace, and head grease and all that good
Yeah.
stuff. Cheryl, Io, Michelle, Miss Michelle, Melvin, Tony, Chester, I see you.
Jill Scott, I love you.
You just watched the Smoking Jacket broadcast. Tune in on July 7th as we discuss all things Chicago Cigar Week with Tamika Treadwell of the Welcoming Committee, Cherie Jones, one of the ambassadors, and one of the hosts, Amir King, aka Cigar Rockstar, and the Smoking Jacket's very own Stoney Gillespie, the founder.